legit. Anything you want.
Ripple determined to expand its business to China. Ripple is one of the most controversial companies on the crypto sphere. Its business philosophy, as well as the programming behind its blockchain solutions, have generated an intense debate in the crypto community, sparking highly antagonistic opinions about its image. The company, whose growth has allowed it to manage the third most important token in the global market cap, has made a name for itself within the financial environment thanks to a series of strategic partnerships with essential players ranging from payment processors to central banks around the world. Earlier this year, Ripple Incorporated sealed a deal that could represent a significant expansion opportunity in the Asian market by allowing Hong Kong-based financial services firm Lian International to use its platform to process cross-border payments. However, in a recent interview for CNBC, a Ripple executive said they are going even further, wanting to expand their services to mainland China. China is definitely of interest. It is definitely a target, Jeremy Light, Vice President of European Union's Strategic Accounts at Ripple, told CNBC in a phone interview. China is definitely a country and region of interest. Mainland China, a difficult market for Ripple, or any other crypto. The Chinese market is one of the most important trading ecosystems in the world. However, the country is known for its strong policies against the use of cryptos that could compromise the stability of its local fiat currency, a similar case to what is happening in Turkey. Last year, China banned ICOs as a measure to stem the growing wave of online scams and non-traditional financing mechanisms for startups and businesses that would otherwise be unable to comply with traditional regulations. Currently, Ripple has attracted the attention of more than 100 financial institutions around the world, many of them with business or interests in mainland China. Santander, UniCredit, UBS, Western Union and Standard Chartered are some of the most important examples. A great opportunity. However, China is one of the leading countries in payment processing platforms despite the low penetration of blockchain alternatives such as those provided by Ripple. Alipay and WeChat Pay currently dominate this market. Playing a key role in the Chinese financial market would allow an increase in the capitalization of XRP. Ripple has not yet revealed its efforts to penetrate the Chinese market. However, the team usually makes announcements when a partnership is successfully closed without elaborating too much on the previous steps before closing such deals. Right now XRP has a total market cap of $13.532 272.192 or $2.083326 BTC, with a price of $0.343699 per token according. Ripple on path of disruption, but concerns remain for hedge fund investors. Ripple's journey to the center of global finance looks set to continue, with banks across Europe living in fear of being disrupted by new technologies, according to its new technology chief. Ripple is back on the up after a difficult 2018 so far, and new Chief Technology Officer David Schwartz has plotted the path for XRP during an Ask Me Anything (AMA) session posted on YouTube. Ripple's aim in the year ahead is clear. Rather than store value and replace money as a means of exchange, Ripple wants to become the nuts and bolts of global banking, using its XRP technology to build a network of financial institutions using blockchain-based technology. Following a recent tour of Europe, Mr. Schwartz said, "I talked to a lot of banks, and one of the things that I learned from banks that I didn't really fully appreciate is that they are in fear of being disrupted by new technologies. Mr. Schwartz adds that Ripple can take traditional banks to a new level and allow them to compete with the up-and-coming competition in the banking industry. He said, "With what Ripple's doing on the banking side, we're trying to position XRP as a sort of intermediary asset that can provide liquidity between other assets. I think if those efforts are successful, that's gonna be a reason to use that asset if it's more liquid and if it's cheaper to transfer." However, concern is now being raised over Ripple's attractiveness to ambitious capital market firms looking for a new source of value. Last week, rival Bitcoin recruited another billionaire believer from the world of mainstream finance after it was revealed that investor Stephen Cohen has placed money into a hedge fund focusing on cryptocurrencies and blockchain-based companies. Cohen Private Ventures has invested in Autonomous Partners, a new hedge fund buying up cryptocurrencies and equity in blockchain-related companies as the world of mainstream finance begins search for the next generation of investments in the digital age. However, Ripple is one notable absence from the spate of technologies in which Autonomous Partners is interested, raising concern that the XRP tokens will be treated differently when regulations arrive. If the Securities and Exchange Commission in the U.S. decides that the tokens are securities, they will then be subject to different laws than tokens that are not. Ariana Simpson, from Autonomous Partners said, "I have a lot of concerns about the level of centralization there, and I have regulatory concerns if what they have issued is a security." However, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse dismissed the fears back in June, claiming, "I don't think that our ownership of XRP gives us control." He said, "Saudi Arabia owns a lot of oil that doesn't give them control of oil." Is XRP hitting $10 wishful thinking or near future? Predicting the prices of cryptocurrencies has become one of the biggest trends these days. Many crypto experts and enthusiasts are looking towards the future and hoping that their favorite coin becomes the next big thing. XRP is among the cryptos that are getting the most attention, and many are interested in what might happen to this coin in the next 5 years. Ripple, XRP, is among the top coins these days, at least when it comes to rank. According to the CoinMarketCap, Ripple currently holds the third place, and it is exceeded only by Ethereum, ETH, and Bitcoin, BTC, which still refuses to leave the number one place in the market. Ripple has, obviously, done very well for itself when it comes to stats, despite the low price and a lot of controversies that have been surrounding it recently. The XRP enthusiasts still believe that investing in this coin is the smartest decision right now, while the price is still low. Currently, that price is $0.445274 per unit, but a lot of experts believe that this is only a temporary thing and that Ripple is bound to skyrocket before long. This is not an unusual thing to expect, considering that Ripple is still a very young crypto. Despite this, it managed to develop rapidly, and it created various products that have turned it into a go-to crypto for banks and financial institutions from around the world. XRP's journey so far. Ripple's development has been fast ever since the coin first showed up in early 2017. Back then, it was valued at $0.0064 per coin, and in less than a year, it reached 80 cents. Before the price drop at the beginning of 2018, many experts believed that XRP will reach, and maybe even surpass $9 per coin by the end of this year. With the current situation, we can probably assume that this will not happen, but that doesn't mean that Ripple will never reach those heights. In fact, many believe that Ripple has what it takes to go far beyond $9 per unit. Of course, it is not expected to beat Bitcoin, with its bottom being over $6,000, but it might just be capable of continuing to hold the third place on the crypto market. As mentioned before, Ripple has managed to do a lot in its short time, and its goal has become to revolutionize the financial industry. It started making connections with banks and financial institutions around the world, and it soon became one of the most trusted cryptos in this area. A lot of its efforts include the creation of better payment solutions that might improve the international transactions, and as far as anyone can tell, Ripple already did that with a lot of success. Of course, its systems are still not fully trusted and are being tested by large names like Western Union for a while now. Still, the coin has proven to be necessary in the modern world, which has basically made sure that it will have a bright future ahead of it. Ripple price predictions. Ever since the price drop at the beginning of the year, Ripple has been relatively stable. It did have a few ups and downs, but its oscillations were a lot tamer than those of some other coins. This has proven that Ripple has stability, which has caused a lot of investors to turn to this coin, believing that it can only go up from here. Ripple price forecasts started appearing all over the internet, and the majority of them has offered realistic predictions. The short-term viewpoint sees Ripple reaching 50 cents per coin, and holding on to this price for the time being. As for the future, this is where things are starting to get a bit more interesting. Of course, predicting a price of cryptos is a very difficult task, especially when we take into consideration the fact that the crypto market has a mind of its own, and it doesn't usually follow these expectations. Still, some brave souls have dared to make estimations regarding where Ripple might end up in the next couple of years. Many of these predictions see Ripple reaching larger heights than ever before, with the coin being expected to reach the value of $21 in the next year. After that, things are expected to slow down a bit, and while Ripple is expected to continue to grow, its price by the end of 2021 is only expected to be $27 per unit. The 2 years after that, however, are expected to see Ripple go higher than ever before, and maybe even reach its full potential. The price predictions estimate that Ripple might be capable of reaching up to $70 per coin, and possibly even exceeding this value. Compared to its current cost, this would mean that Ripple will make a plus 15,710% increase. Of course, this is still far in the future, and predicting the crypto prices is anything but certain. However, we should bear in mind that people that are making these forecasts are crypto experts after all, and if anyone can read the unpredictable crypto market, it is probably them. For now, Ripple has its hands full with trying to perfect its products, resolve controversies, and ensure the stability that so many other cryptos lack. It will certainly be among the coins that will survive the crypto extermination that is also expected to come, and after that, experts believe that Ripple will rise like never before. In the end, a lot is expected of this coin, and many hope to see it becoming a world currency someday.